I put the class into recording. People who are having connection issues, or if any one of you want the recording, so just after the class by 10:30, 11, that I'll be uploading I'll be uploading the recordings to the channel. So people who want the recording, they can go to the channel and watch it. Right. So we will discuss the cash book and the petty cash book using the questions below, right? By the questions below that we are going to discuss the entire theory of cash book and the petty cash book. Okay, so people who did not get a printout, no problem. After the discussion by tomorrow, that you all can get a printout, whatever the things that we write today, right? Whatever things that we are writing today, that you all can write it on a paper and later attach to the printed tutorial, right? Okay. Now I'll give another 2 or 3 minutes. If you all want, quickly share the link and share the link among your friends. Right. Okay. Then we'll continue this. Question number 1. So today's seminar will cover the unit number 8, which is cash book and the petty cash book, right? Unit number 8, which is cash book and the petty cash book. Right. Cash book and the petty cash book. So this is unit number 8. I have sent the tube to the channel. So people who need that, you all can get a print out of that later. Now download it. There is a Google Drive link. So you all can get a download. Number 1. Question number 1. When debtor Shehan settled 10,000, 5% of discount was allowed, right? When debtor Shehan settled 10,000. So who is a debtor? Debtor means the person, the party who is supposed to pay for us, right? If we are a business, debtor means the party who is supposed to pay for us. Therefore, when debtor Shehan settled 10,000, 5% discount was allowed. You all have to understand, Lamai, discount allowed is an expense, right? Discount allowed is an expense. If you all want, write down this. Discount allowed is an expense. Right. When debtor Shehan settled 10,000, we are giving him a 5% of discount, right? That means he was supposed to pay us 10,000, but now we are offering him a discount of 5%. So out of 10,000, if you calculate how much is 5%, Lamai, you will get the answer of, right? You will get the answer of rupees 500. That means that Shehan, he was supposed to pay us 10,000, but now we are giving him a discount of 500, right? He was supposed to pay us 10,000, but now we are giving him a discount of 500. So you have to understand, we are receiving money from Shehan. We are receiving money from Shehan. When you receive the money, Lamai, cash debit. Why is that? Because cash is an asset. So when you receive the money, cash debit, right? Cash debit. And then discount allowed is an expense. Discount allowed is an expense, Lamai. When discount was given, it's an expense, no? Therefore, expense increases, debit. Therefore, discount allowed, debit. How much? 500. Cash debit, because we receive money, which is 9,500. Debtor's account will get credited by 10,000. Why is that? Because Shehan settled his amount. We offered him a discount. Therefore, the answer is answer number 2. Underline the answer. Answer number 2. Discount allowed, debit 500 rupees. Cash debit 9,500 rupees, then debtors credit 10,000 rupees. Did you all understand? Therefore, debtor Shehan pays us money. Question number 1. People who understood this, quickly raise your hands. People who understood this, quickly raise your hands. Okay, very good. Excellent. Okay. People who did not understand, Imam, right? Debtor paid us money. So for the debtor only that we are giving a discount. Okay. So by the second question that you will understand, Imam. If not, please go and watch the recording also. So why will discount allowed becomes debit? Discount allowed becomes debit, Afra, because discount allowed is an expense. Am I clear? Discount allowed is an expense. Therefore, when expense increases, it gets debited. Okay, therefore discount allowed debit. Why? Because discount allowed is an expense. Am I clear, Afra? Okay, I am back. Excellent. Hari. For around 20. Okay. Hari. Excellent. Huh? Very good. Number 2. This is an easy question. Not a cash receipt of a business. Not a cash receipt of a business. Cash sale is a cash receipt. Am I clear? You are receiving cash. Bank loan obtained is a cash receipt. Why? You are getting a bank loan. You receive the cash. Cash received from the debtors, that you are getting the cash from the debtor. Am I clear? Shall we write down the double entry? Write down the number 1 double entry. When you do a cash sale, cash debit, sales credit. Just write down the double entry. Cash debit. Why? Because the asset increases. Cash debit. Am I clear? Then sales credit. Why is that, Lamai? Because sales is an income. Sales credit. Hurry. Bank loan obtained. What is the double entry? When you get a bank loan, cash debit. Therefore, write down cash debit, bank loan credit. Why? Because bank loan is a liability. When you get a bank loan, your liability increases. Therefore, cash debit, bank loan credit. Cash debit, bank loan credit. Number 3, cash received from debtors. Cash received from debtors, right? Cash debit. Why? Because you are receiving money from the debtors. Debtor credit. Why, Lamai? Because debtor is an asset. Therefore, when the debtor pays us money, on one side we are receiving the cash, which is another asset. On the other side, we are the debtor balance will get reduced, which means debtor's credit. Am I clear? Cash debit, debtor's credit. Therefore, write down cash debit, debtor's account credit. So what do you mean by drawings, Lamai? That is the answer. Drawing mean before the end of the period, if you want the money for your personal use, you are withdrawing money out. You are taking money out from the business. Am I clear? For example, you start a business in the month of January and the business year ends in the month of December. But by the June or July, since you have a personal need, that you are getting the money out, which you call it as a drawing. Therefore, what is the double entry of the drawing? Drawings debit. Why, Lamai? Because drawing is an equity account. When you get the money out, your equity reduces. Therefore, drawings debit, right? Drawings debit. The money goes out, money reduces, cash credit. Did you understand? Drawings debit, cash credit. Personal use, money, or for an emergency, yes, those can be the reasons. Okay. Therefore, for the first question, answer is answer number 2. For the second question, answer is answer number 4. All right. Now we'll do the third question. Sanaka, right? Sanaka's business paid 7,200 in cash. So we'll understand like this, right? We'll understand this like this. Right. Now, Sanaka, assume that Sanaka is running a hotel. Right. This is our Sanaka. Understand this carefully. Sanaka, this is our Sanaka. He is running a hotel. This is Sanaka. He is running a hotel. Right? He is running a hotel. For his hotel, he purchases, right? He purchases vegetables from a supplier. He purchases vegetables from a supplier from Nuwara Eliya. Okay, he purchases vegetables. This is vegetables from a supplier in Nuwara Eliya. Okay. Therefore, you all have to understand in accounting, always think from the business side of view, business point of view. This is the business that we are talking about, which is Sanaka's business. Okay. If Sanaka purchases vegetables from this supplier, and Sanaka promises to this supplier, I will return the money. Now Sanaka purchased vegetables for 8,000 rupees. Sanaka purchased vegetable for rupees 8,000 on a promise that he will pay back this 8,000 rupees in another 5 months, for example. Am I clear? Therefore, he promised that I will pay back. That means I will settle the credit. I will pay back in 5 months. So if Sanaka promises that I will pay back in 5 months, this supplier becomes a creditor. What do you mean by creditor? Creditor means the party for whom we are supposed to pay. Sanaka is supposed to pay. Think from the business side of view, business point of view. Sanaka is supposed to pay for the supplier. Sanaka is supposed to pay for the creditor. Did you all understand? Therefore, when Sanaka pays to this creditor is giving Sanaka a discount. Am I clear? Sanaka pays before 5 months, sometimes by 3 months. Therefore, supplier is giving him a discount of 800 rupees. That discount is an income for Sanaka. Why? Because he is getting a discount from the creditor. Therefore, we call it as discount received. Discount received. Discount received is an income. Discount received is an income. Okay. According to that question, 800 rupees that Sanaka receives as a discount. Okay. How much Sanaka was supposed to pay Lamai? 8,000. Therefore, if he receives a discount of 800, Sanaka was supposed to pay 800, but now Sanaka receives a discount of 800. Now tell me, Lamai, how much he is supposed to pay now? That means how much, right? He has to pay now for the creditor because he received a discount of 800. Now how much he is supposed to pay? That means paid by cash. How much he paid by cash? 8,000 was supposed to be paid. Now he is getting a discount of 800. Now tell me, Lamai, how much he wants to pay now, the new amount. All right, let's check the people who gave the correct answer. Rifdi correct, then Abdul Basit, Arham, Salma, then Fatima Rahmatullah, then Fatima Salma again. Rayan, very good. Sajinia correct, then Mariam Shabir correct, Adil correct, Netsara very good. Safiha, then Shumair, Hisma, Amna, right? Zainab, Amani. The answer is Lamai 7,200. Sanaka was supposed to pay 8,000, but now Sanaka receives a discount of 800. That means now he has to pay only 7,200. He received a discount Lamai 800. Therefore, yes, Ikram, you are correct. Paid by cash is only 7,200. But the creditor gets reduced by how much, Lamai? By how much the creditors get reduced? By 8,000. Why? Because we paid the creditor 7,200. We received a discount of 800. In total, creditors got reduced by 8,000. How you write a double entry for this? How you write a double entry for this? The double entry, this is like a triple entry. Am I clear? How you write the entry? Creditors debit. Why is that? Because creditor is a liability. When the liability get reduces, it is debit. How much, Lamai? 8,000. That is perfect, right? Creditor is a liability. When we pay for the creditor, liability gets reduced. Therefore, creditor debit 8,000. Creditor debits 8,000. And then we pay only 7,200. We pay using our cash. Cash is an asset. Therefore, cash asset reduces. Why? We pay the creditor. Cash credit 7,200. Okay. And discount received is an income. When you receive an income, it's a credit entry. When you receive an income, it's a credit entry. Therefore, discount received, credit, how much lamai? 800. Therefore, this is how you write down the accounting entry. Now tell me, Lamai, did you all understand how the discount received procedure works? That means how it works in a business. Yes, liability increases mean credit, decreases means debit. Tagala dana chat ekata. Did you all understand? Perfectly clear. Very good. If anyone of you are having questions, just put in the chat box. Okay, thank you. Yes, crystal clear. People who did not understand this, yes, sometimes it confuses you, right? People who did not understand this by now, what you will have to do is you will have to watch the recording. You will have to compare discount allowed, discount issued, both. Okay. Answer for the first question is answer number 2. Answer for the second question is answer number 4. Hi. Now take out a paper, right? Don't write it somewhere in a book. Take out a paper, A4 or a full scap. Write down this. Okay, write down this. Just draw this. Then you will understand. This is how discount received works. Okay. You were supposed to pay 8,000 for the vegetable supplier. He gave you a discount of 800. So you paid only 7,200. Okay. That is how it works. Practical. Now take out a paper and write down this quickly. After writing, put down. So later when you get a printout of the tute, you can attach that. Attach the workings or the writings, everything. Alright, write down that. After writing, put down. No problem, Arham. Fine. You can write it in the writing book. People who are coming for my classes, grade 11 students, that means 24 O level, they have to write on a paper only, but grade 10 people, you can write down in your writing. Right. People who missed the first part, as I told already, please go and watch the recording. Okay. Because the thing is, if I explain this again and again and again, it will get boring for other people. Therefore, you all can watch the recording. Okay. No problem. Because just after the class, quickly that I'll be uploading it to YouTube and I'll be sending you the link. Okay. All right. Excellent. Okay, done. People who are done, put done. Tagger. All right, done. Now, let's move into the paper. Therefore, the answer is answer number 1. Answer number 1. Why? Creditors reduces, creditor debit 8,000, discount received credit 800, cash account credit 7,200. 7,200. Now understand this prime entry book. I'll be explaining 2 questions and I'll give you 1 question to try. Right? Understand this properly. Understand this properly. Okay, Rifdi. Okay, no problem. Cash in hand with the petty cashier of Deepal's business as at 1st of September 2019 was 250. Okay, now on the first day, 1st of September, Deepal's business petty cashier is having 250 rupees in his hand. Okay. On the same day, petty cash impressed of 4,750 was reimbursed. Okay. Now we will understand the concept of petty cash. This is how the petty cash works. Right. So there are people who right, don't know even what is petty cash here. So those people, right, understand this properly. Okay. And whatever the classes that you go or from the school, again that you will have to learn this. Hari. If you did not understand from this part, you will have to watch the recording also. Right. Now, what do you mean by petty cash? What do you mean by petty cash? In a business, there is a main cashier. That means there is something called main cash book. There is something called main cash book. Okay. The main cash book. So in this cash book only, they record the main transaction. For example, receiving the money from the debtor, you record it to the debit side. Okay. Payment of money for the creditor, you record it in the credit side. Payment of electricity bill, you record it to the credit side. You are getting a loan, recording it to the debit side. You are paying a loan, you are recording it to the credit side. Therefore, all the receipts you are recording in the debit side, and all the payments that you all are recording in the credit side. So in the cash book, you record somewhat large transaction. That means monetary wise, very big transaction. For example, paying 200,000, receiving 100,000. But in a business, Lamai, other than these main transactions, there can be small value transaction. If I explain it using the simple words, there are some small amount transaction, which is petty cash transactions. What do you mean by petty cash transaction? Petty cash transaction mean transaction which are very much relative to the, compared to the cash book. In petty cash, the transaction value is really less. For example, in your business, right, you are providing a refreshment for the workers. For this refreshment, you are purchasing a cake and a right mega bottle or something. Therefore, for this refreshment, you are spending only rupees, we'll say 800 rupees. You are buying a small cake and a mega bottle, and then you need to send a post for one of your employee who did not attend to the work properly. Therefore, for the postal charges, which is rupees 150. Okay, and then traveling for one of your employee that you are on one day that you are spending in from your business, you are paying him rupees 200 for a tuk-tuk, something like that. So now, Lama, you have to understand, compared to the main cash book, in petty cash, you record very less, right? Less value transaction. That means like 150, 200, 800 rupees transaction, because you can't record these small value transactions in the cash book, because cash book purpose is different. Am I clear? In the cash book, you are recording somewhat a larger transaction. That means large monetary value transaction. Therefore, this 150 is pending, 200, 800, 500. So those small values, there is no any meaning. That is meaningless if you record it in the cash book. Therefore, there is another account called petty cash book. There is another book called. In order to maintain the accounts of this petty cash transaction, there is another book called, right? There's another prime entry book called petty cash book. Petty cash book. Therefore, every month, from the main cash book, an amount is given for the petty cashier. Now there is a cashier who is maintaining the petty cash transaction. For this cashier, every month, right? Now this cashier is being given an amount. This cashier is given an amount. For example, this cashier, the petty cash impressed is the total petty cash value given for him is, the money given for him is rupees 5,000. Okay, 5,000. So within this 5,000 rupees only, this petty cash, the petty cashier has to spend. By using this 500 rupees, he has to spend. But sometimes he doesn't spend the full amount. Okay. For example, on 1st of September, he was given 5,000 rupees. But when it comes to 31st of September, he did not spend the entire 5,000. He spent only 4,750 and he has a balance of how much, Lamai? 250. Okay, he was given 5,000. He can spend 5,000, but he did not spend. Okay, his entire petty cash expenditure, that means for refreshment, postal, traveling, small value transaction, he spent only 4,750. 250 was a balance with him. Now Lamai tell me, in the next month, in the month of October, how much will the main cashier pay for him? Will the main cashier pay the entire 5,000? No. Since he has a balance of 250, right? Only 4,750 will be paid. Only 4,750 will be paid. Am I clear, Laman? Okay. Because he has a balance of 250. Now I will change the values. Okay. Now I will change the values. Now he can spend 5,000, but he spent only, right? He has a balance of 1,200. He spent only 3,800. If he spent only 3,800, tell me next month, in the next month, how much will be paid for the petty cashier from the main cashier? Tell me how much will be paid. He has a balance of 1,002. Therefore, how much will be paid for him? How much will be paid? 3,800. Anna right. 3,800 lamai. Therefore, this paid amount is there. No? Every month paying this value. This is what you call as reimbursement. Reimbursement. That is like, now you are this, right? Now you are here. Your father gives you 5,000 rupees for your expenditure in that month, for your expenditure. Sometimes for your like snacks as a pocket money to get to use for the traveling. Sometimes father gives you 5,000 rupees. Okay, in the month of September, but you spent only 3,000 rupees and now you are having a balance of 2,000 rupees in your hand. Next month, father will give you only that spent amount, 3,000, because you are having a balance. No, that is how petty cash works. Am I clear? This 5,000 is what you call as imprest. Imprest mean how much your father gave at the beginning. Your value, your petty cash value, the value given for you to maintain small value transaction. How much your father gave you initially at the beginning, 5,000. In the month of September, if you spent 3,000, October, father will give you that 3,000. Okay. In the month of September, if you spend the 4,900 rupees, then in the month of October, he will give you that spent amount, 4,900. Am I clear? Therefore, imprest is the initial amount given to you based on your expenditure. Next month, father will give you the amount, which is reimbursement. Am I clear? Now tell me, Lamai, did you all understand this 100% well? How it works practically? People who did not understand this, again, you all have to go and watch the recording, because I know from the first explanation itself that you all don't understand. Some people don't understand. Am I clear? There can be one or two who don't understand. You all can go and watch the recording. Okay. One last time I'll explain. Father gives you 5,000 initially. Okay. This month, which is November. On 1st of November, father gives you 5,000 rupees. And in the month of November, for your food items and for your traveling, you have used only 3,800. Now you are having a balance of 1,200. Then next month, in the month of December, how much will your father give you back? That means father will give you this spent amount, 3,800 to you, because you are having a balance of 1,200, right? Therefore, this spent amount you can get from him in the next month. That is how it works. Father is a main cash book, you are a petty cashier, something like that. Hari? Yes. Like this. Very good question. Ikram is asking, some more than 1,000 can we record? It is based on business policy. Some businesses are there, they decide below 10,000 will be going into the petty cash book. Okay, but some businesses are there, small businesses, their limit is like less than 4,000. Those transactions will go into the petty cash book. That is based on the business. Am I clear? If you are dealing with millions and billions, even 100,000 is just a petty cash for your business. But if your business is dealing with 1,000 rupee, 1,500 rupee, even 100 rupees is a petty cash for your business. Did you all understand? All right, clear. Okay, now write down this also. Write down this also. They didn't go to petty cash book means where will it go? These small value transactions will go into the petty cash book only. There is no any other prime entry book. Okay, write down this. Purchase journal Netzer, we are recording the credit purchases. Okay. You have to write down it on a paper. Nuha, later that you can attach that to the Tute after getting a printout. Yes, Shahid. Okay. That means the decided amount. 5,000 is the decided amount for the petty cashier. Like that. That is impressed. Write down this and put down. As I told you, Ikram, the main transactions to be recorded in the cash book. Right? Okay, done. Okay. Now, once again, that I will explain this. Okay. Now, cash book, think like this. Cash book is your father. Petty cash book, that means petty cashier is you. Okay. Now, father decides 5,000 is the amount required for my son or daughter every month. 5,000 is the amount that my son or daughter requires for small value transactions. Not for the main expenses. Main expenses, father will look at the small expenses. If it's a business like refreshment, hostel, traveling. Now father decides like my son needs only 5,000 rupees. Okay. In the month of September, you are spending only 3,800. Okay, so you are saving a little bit. You are having a balance of 1,200. Now, next month, how much your father will pay you? As I told you earlier, father will pay you that 3,800 next month. Okay, 3,800 next month. But now father thinks like this. My son requires much more money than this. That means not 5,000. I have to increase his limit. I have to increase his interest by rupees 1,000. Father thinks like this. I have to increase his limit by 1,000. That means your interest becomes how much, Lamai? Father is a good person. Mage putata duwata that I have to increase the interest by 1,000. Therefore, now what is your new interest? That is your new interest, Lamai. Galadana, quickly put in chat box. 6,000 is your new interest. Okay, 6,000 is your new interest. Now, father, in the next month, he was supposed to pay 3,800, right? if this 1000 was not increased. But now this 1000 is increased. Therefore, with this 3800 also, he has to add another 1000 and give you how much, Namai? Tell me. Since he increased the interest, now with this 3800, how much he has to give you additionally? Another 1000. Now how much you get? 4800. How much you get? 4800. Did you all understand? That is how it works. Practically, that is how it works. Now we'll do these questions. I'll do this question. Cash in the hand with the petty cashier of Deepal's business as at 1st of September was 250. On the same day, petty cash interest was reimbursed. That means my 4,750 was given to him, reimbursed. Write down a small equation. Write down this equation. Interest equals to the reimbursed amount. That means your reimbursed amount plus the balance. Interest is equals to the reimbursed amount, reimbursement plus balanced. Did you all understand? Reimbursement plus the balance. Now the balance is 250. If you all can't practically understand, at least use this equation. Balance is 250 plus reimbursement is 4,750. Now tell me, Lamai, how much is the interest? Now tell me, how much is the interest? Now we all know this. Right? Now tell me, how much is the interest? Arham, then Amira, Nuha, let me read the names. Harun, then Mariam. I can't read the names quickly. Then Salma, Ahmad, Amana, Safiha, lot of names that I miss. Okay, therefore, how much is that, Lamai? 4,750 reimbursed plus you are having a balance of 250 rupees. Therefore, your interest is 5,000. 5,000. Hari. Now, what is this 5,000? 5,000 mean your father decides, my son, my daughter needs only 5,000. If you are having a balance of 250, father will give you only 4,750 in the next month. You will have to understand that. Now look at this month of September. In the month of September, you are spending only 4,200. If the interest is 5,000, you are spending only 4,200. Tell me how much balance that you are having. How much of balance you are having? Anna, right. You are having a balance of how much? 800. Then tell me, in the month of September, if you spend 4,200, right? If the balance is 800, if the interest is 5,000, next month, how much will your father give it to you? Again, 4,200 only. Now, did you all understand? Therefore, what is the answer? Select the answer that shows the cash in hand, right? Cash in hand is 800 rupees. The reimbursed is 4,200 rupees. Reimbursed is 4,200 rupees. Right. Answer for question 2 and 3. 2 is answer number 4. 3 is answer number 1. Now tell me, Lamai, is this equation easy? If you don't practically understand, at least by using this equation, that you must do the question. Now tell me, Lamai, is this equation easy for you to understand? Some people are there with the logical explanation, they understand. Hari. But some people are there through the equation only, they understand. Okay. Hari. People who did not understand this also, only option is going and watching the recording. Okay. And after watching the recording, if any one of you are having a doubt, okay, even if you are not one of my class students, if you are having a doubt in this paper, you all can drop me a message and get it done, clear. Okay. Right. One more that I'll explain this. You are having cash 250 in your hand, balance 4,750 reimbursed. That means paying you again. So when you add the reimbursed and the balance, you will get the interest, which is 5,000, Okay. Then lamai, in the next month, in the month of September, you are spending only 4,200. That means you have to understand I am having a balance of 800. So 800 and the reimbursement amount is 4,200, which will create this 5,000. Okay. Therefore, for the question number 4, answer is answer number 3. Now I will erase this. If you will want, write down this working. Put the question number 4 and write down this working. Question number 4 kila dala, quickly write down this working. Put the question number 4 and write down this working. Right. Then I'll erase this. Right. Question number 5. Now, if you all did not understand the question number 4, if any one of you understand from this question number 5. Cash in hand with the petty cashier of Amla's business as at 1st of October, right, 2019 was 400. Now, shall we write down that equation? Right. Write down 5th question working. Imprest is equals to reimbursement. Reimbursement means spent amount and you are getting it back. Reimbursement plus balance. Now, according to this question, what is the balance? 400 is the balance. So, shall we write down that? 400 is the balance. On the same day, petty cash imprest of 4,900 was reimbursed. 4,900 was reimbursed. Now, tell me what is the imprest? You all can tell me what is the imprest? What is the imprest? Is the imprest? Very good. 5,300. 5,300 is the imprest. Okay. Right. Now you understand this. In the question, if they ask you what is the imprest? 5,300. Okay. That is on first. The total of petty cash expenses for the month of October was 4,500. Now tell me, Lamai, in the month of October, if 4,500 was spent, what is the balance? What is the balance? 5,300 no impressed. 4,500 is spent means what is the balance? What is the balance? 800 is the balance. Okay. If 800 is the balance, impressed is 5,300. 4,500 has to be reimbursed. 4,500 has to be reimbursed. Am I clear? That means in the month of November, on 1st of November, that the main cashier has to pay 4,500. But now what happens, Lamai? It was decided to increase the imprest by 500. That means they are trying to increase this imprest by 500. That means with this 5,300, adding another 500, which means 5,800. If 500 is given additionally, right, next month with this 4,500, they have to add another 500. Then how much is the reimbursed amount, new reimbursed amount due to that decision? Due to the decision of increasing the interest by 500, now what is the new reimbursed amount? On the right, 5,000 is the new reimbursed amount. Therefore, the answer is balance is 800 and the reimbursed amount is 5,000. Answer is answer number 1. Right. Now tell me, Lamai, did you all understand this? Put the equation, use the equation. If you can't understand logically, no problem, use the equation. Now tell me, Lamai, did you all understand this? Very clear. Excellent. Hi. Now that is also fine. I'll explain once more time. Cash in hand with the petty cashier of Amla's business as at 1st of October was 400. We write down the balance 400. Okay. And 4,900 was reimbursed. 4,900 was reimbursed. So when you add the reimbursed and balance, you will get the interest of 5,300. Okay. Now you know that. All right. Father's decision is only 5,300. Right. Then in the month of October, you are spending 4,500. You have 5,300. You are spending 4,500, which means you are having a balance of 800. Okay. But now in the at the end of October, now your father thinks I have to increase this interest by 500. That means now the interest is 5,300, right? Father decides to increase that by 500 rupees. Now what is the new interest? 5,300 plus 500, 5,800. Your father was supposed to pay you 4,500, right? Which you spent. Now he increased the interest by 500. Therefore, with this 4,500 additionally, he will give you another 500. Take this also. Therefore, how much he paid us according to the new decision? He paid you 5,000 and the balance you had was 5,800. Okay, right. Now write down this also. Write down this also. Yes, Ikra, right? So when reading some students' questions, I can understand they don't have any idea about cash book and petty cash book. Okay, this is the 8th lesson, right? Therefore, before the end of December, try to cover everything because in grade 11, there are a lot of things to do. Did you all understand? Not only in history, people who are in grade 10, okay, people who are not in grade 11, people who are in grade 10, please correct your mistakes before you go into grade 11, right? Because grade 11 is a bit more challenging than grade 10, because in grade 10 you had to manage only grade 10 books and the theory questions, everything. But now in grade 11 you have to study the grade 11 theory. You must not forget the grade 10 theory, plus you must do the papers and you must do the past papers also before going into O levels. Am I clear? In order to get a 9A. And I have spoken about this also, right? You must do at least past papers at least 3 times before O levels. Okay, not 1 time, 3 times. So I'll try to make a video and upload on 9A plan and everything. I'm planning to upload it as episodes. That means number 1, my personal experience, then number 2, how you must prepare your timetable, then time management and everything. We'll see just after the month of December, just before December ends. I'll try to do that. Yes, right. Commerce, we are doing a paper class. That means we are doing unit-wise papers. That means we are covering grade 10, grade 11, both unit-wise papers. Okay. So after this class, I'll send the grade 10, grade 11 class details into the group. Okay, we are doing unit-wise papers. That means covering grade 10, grade 11, both. That's a special paper class for 2024 level batch. Right. Then, Lamai, shall we move into part 1? Part 2. Right. In part 2, this is a question related to cash. For grade 10, we are finishing the trial balance. Okay. For 2024 level batch only, we are doing the paper class. Right. Right. Part 2. Below are the transactions and account balance information for the month of January 2020 in Nenasa business. Now look at the balance. Cash account balance is 17,000. Shall we record that? Hi. Now we'll record this. Cash 17,000. Now I have given the accounts and everything. If you don't have the tute, draw these. Draw these on a paper. Then write down on 1st of January. If you don't have the tute, draw this account on 1st of January. What is the description? Balance. How much is the amount of cash that you are having? You are having 17,000. You are having a cash value of 17,000. Okay. Cash is also done. Capital 200,000. Now you go for the capital side. Record 200,000 on 1st of January. The capital balance is 200,000. Record this. First draw the accounts. I'll give you 5 minutes. Quickly draw these accounts by looking at the tute or the screen. Cash book, purchases account, capital account, debtor, creditor, discount received, discount allowed, electricity, investment, drawings. Okay. Draw these accounts first. If not, you won't be able to do this question properly. Draw these accounts. Yes, right. I'm doing both grade 10, grade 11 classes. Okay. After the class, I'll inform that in your group. Okay. When is our grade 10 class and the grade 11 class time table and everything. Okay. People who want to join our classes, you all can drop me a WhatsApp message. And this is the number. If you all don't have the number, this is my number 48 46 119. People who want the class details, you all can drop a message to my number. Okay, because in WhatsApp channel you don't see the number. You all can drop me a WhatsApp message 48 46 119. After the class, I'll inform in your channel. Come, you're already there, no? First draw the accounts. Okay. First draw the accounts. I'll give you like 5 minutes. Draw the cash book, purchases. For cash book, you'll have to leave some space. Then purchases, capital, debtor, Savindu debtor, Kanishka creditor, then discount received, discount allowed, and electricity, investment income, drawings. Okay, draw this. Then we'll do the question nicely. After drawing put done, then we can start discussing. So have you all done this? Finished? Yes, I am doing only online classes. Correct. Now we will discuss this question. First, what did we do? We have to record the opening balances. Cash 17,000 we recorded here. Capital 200,000 we recorded here. Now record that. Cash, capital. Cash and capital. Right. Then creditor Kanishka 24,000. Creditor Kanishka 24,000. Now you all have to go for the Kanishka's account. 24,000. Creditor Kanishka on 1st of January, opening balance 24,000. Record this. Credit side, debit side, you all have to understand. This side debit, this side credit. Record creditor 24,000 credit side. Right. Now debtor asset balance, Savindu 52,000. Debtor Savindu 52,000. On 1st of January, balance debtor Savindu 52,000. Record this. 52,000. Okay, done. Right. Now the balances. These are the balances. Okay. These are the balances. We have recorded the balances. That is done. Now we'll go into the transaction. Transaction number 1. Transaction number 1. 2020, right? January 2nd. January 2nd. 2nd of January. Purchase of stock worth of 58,200. Now, what is the double entry of purchasing stocks? The double entry is purchases debit, because it's an expense. Purchases debit, cash credit. You pay using your cash. Therefore, what is the double entry? Purchase debit, cash credit. Purchase debit, cash credit. Okay, now tell this with me. Purchase credit, cash. Purchase debit, cash credit. Purchase debit. How much lamai? 58,200. Now you go for the purchases account. Debit side. This is credit. No? On 2nd of January, write down how much. The value is 58,200. First, we will record the values. Now you will have to go for the cash account. Cash credit. Why? Because you pay using your cash. Cash credit 58,200. Am I clear? This is cash. Okay. Cash credit 58,200. What is the date? On 2nd of January. 58,200. You record the sides. Purchase debit, cash credit. Okay. Now under cash book, what is the description? You write the description of the other account, purchases account. You write down purchases. Under purchases, what do you write as a description? The other account's name, cash account, which is the cash book. Did you all understand? First you record the value, then you interchange the names, description. Under cash book, you write down the description as purchases. Under purchases, you write the description as cash. That is how you record. Now tell me, Lamai, did you all understand this? Quickly raise your hand so it is easy, rather than chatting every time. That means putting into the chat box. Did you all understand this? Very good. Super, huh? Super. Now record this. Record this. Okay, now put your hands down and record this. Right. Okay, done, right? Now shall we move into the second one? Second transaction. Okay, no? Done. Okay, so maintain the speed in the class because others, if they write speed. 2020, January 5th. Investing additional capital of 50,000. What do you mean by additional capital? When you are continuing the business, you are investing your money. You are putting your money into the business. For example, you have started the business in the month of January. When the business continues on 5th, on 6th, in the middle of the January, that you are investing additionally. You are increasing the expansion. That means you are expanding your business. Sometimes you are increasing the purchases. For that, you are investing your money. It's the increase of capital, increase of equity. So what is the double entry of additional capital? The double entry is cash debit. Why? Because cash increases. Capital credit. Why? Because the additional capital will increase your equity, will increase your capital. What is the double entry? Cash debit, capital credit. So under cash account, debit side, we have to record this. On 5th of January, the amount is 50,000. Cash debit, capital lamai credit. On 5th of January, 50,000. Now tell me, under cash account, what is the description that you are writing? What is the description you are writing? Capital credit because equity increases. What is the description you are writing? Under cash book, you are writing the description called capital. Why am I? Because it will increase your capital investment. You are interchanging the accounts. Under capital, you are writing the description called cash. You are writing the description called cash. All right. Okay. Now record this. Cash debit, capital credit. Record this. Now, is this easy for you all to view? Tell me, is this easy? Like if I show it like this, two-side view? Yes, no? All right. Now write down this. Cash debit, capital credit. Cash debit, capital credit. You will want the double entry, you can write. Okay, done. Now coming into the third transaction. Debtor Savindu had sent a check with a 5% discount on the settlement of 20,000. That means when debtor Savindu, right, pays us 20,000, from this 20,000, we are giving him a discount of 5%. Now you all have to calculate how much is the discount. Now calculate and tell me how much is the discount we are giving for our Savindu. I'll show you like this. How much of discount we are giving for Savindu? Out of 20,000, how much is 5%? Out of 20,000, 5% is? Out of 20,000, 5% is rupees. Out of 20,000, 5% is rupees 1,000. Okay. Debtor He was supposed to pay us 20,000, but now we are giving him a discount. Discount allowed 1,000. We are giving him a discount of 1,000 rupees. Then you will have to understand how much he will pay us using the cash. He will pay us only how much? 19,000. Okay, he was supposed to pay us 20. We gave him a discount of 5%, which means we gave him a discount of 1,000 rupees. Okay, and the cash amount which he pays for us is 19,000. Therefore, under cash book, first you have to record this for the debit side because it is a receipt. Therefore, on 10th of January, you can write down the data. How much is the discount that you are allowing him to him? Let us had sent a check with the 5% discount on the settlement of 20,000. Yes, we have to record it on the bank account, but in this lesson that I did not combine both bank account and the cash book. Okay, therefore, just cut the check thing off. Okay, just cut the check thing off because if I combine the bank account also, it will confuse you. Therefore, just cut it off. Okay, we'll take it to the normal cash book itself. Therefore, under discount, you can record 1,000. Under cash, you have to record 19,000. Am I clear? Yeah, 19,000. Now tell me, debtor decrease by how much? Debtor will decrease by 20,000 itself. Okay. Therefore, Savindu is here on 10th of January. On 10th of January, this happens. One is we are receiving 19,000 of cash from him and we are giving him a discount. Discount allowed 1,000 rupees. Discount allowed 1,000 rupees. Okay. Sorry. Now write down this also. We are giving him a discount of 1,000. We are recording it here as well. Discount allowed. First record these two. Right, done. Okay, now we'll do the second transaction, the fourth transaction. Now, fourth transaction. This is the discount received. Okay. This is a discount received. Okay. Now look at this fourth transaction. I'll use a red color pen here for the fourth transaction. Okay. Transaction 4. Settle creditor Kanishka 10,000. For this 10,000, we are getting a discount of 5%. When we were paying him 10,000, we are getting a discount of 5%. Out of this 10,000, 5%, what is the value, Lamai? The value is, how much is the discount received? How much is the discount received? We received a discount of 500 rupees. We received a discount of 500 rupees. Okay, we received a discount of 500 rupees. If we receive a discount of 500 rupees, we have to pay him only 9,500. We were supposed to pay him 10,000. We received a discount of 5%, which is 500 we received as a discount. Therefore, we are supposed to pay him only how much? 9,500. Therefore, under credit side, you have to record this on 13th of January. On 13th of January only this happens. You can write down creditors. Discount of 500 that we are receiving and we are paying him 9,500. Record this in the cash book. We are getting a discount of 500, discount received, and we pay him only 9,500. 9,500. Record this. Okay, done. Now you all have to go for the creditors account. Now the creditors account on 13th of January, one is you are paying using cash. How much that you pay him? 9,500. How much of discount that you are receiving, Lamai? How much of discount that you are receiving? You are receiving a discount of 500. Okay, that is how that you record. Now record this. Record to the cash book as well as creditor Kanishka. Okay, done. Now the other one. On 18th of January, which is the fifth transaction, I'll use a green color pen, paid electricity bill 2,500. So this paying electricity bill 2,500, the double entry is so easy. Electricity debit. Why? Because electricity is an expense. Electricity debit 25,000, cash credit 25,000. Electricity debit 25,000, cash credit 25,000. Therefore, we will write down electricity debit 25,000. Where is electricity account? Electricity account on 18th of January. On 18th of January, you are paying using cash. How much, Lamai? 25,000. Write down 25,000. Electricity debit side. This is debit. You have to understand. This is debit. This is credit. Electricity debit 25,000. Record this. Now, what is the next account that you are recording this? Cash credit 25,000. Now go into the cash account, write down the date 18th of January, write down the description electricity, and you have to write down 25,000. Cash credit 25,000. 25,000. Okay, done. Right. Then on sixth transaction on 23rd of January, owner obtained 4,800 for his personal use. What is the double entry? We have already discussed this. Drawings debit, cash credit. First, we'll credit it in the cash account. Cash credit 4,800 on 23rd of January. Drawings mean you are taking money out for your personal use or some emergency. 4,800. Record cash credit 4,800. Cash credit 4,800. Cash credit 4,800. Drawings debit for 4,800. Now, where's the drawings account? Here the drawing account is 23rd of January. Description is cash. Drawings debit 18,000. Is it 18,000? 4,800. No, 4,800. 4,800. 4,800. Right. Right. So some of you are asking, keep on asking me the timetable. The timetable is like this, Lamai. Grade 10 class is there. The online class, I do only online classes. Grade 10, which is 2025 O level. The class is on Thursdays, every Thursday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Okay. And then grade 11, which is in another 1 month, you all are grade 11.5, 2024 O level. Okay. 24 O level, grade 11, Thursday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Okay. Grade 10 is a theory class that we are doing, and by the month of December, we are covering the syllabus. We are doing the trial balance next, and we are covering it up. Grade 11 class, we are doing a unit-wise paper class, right? This is a paper class that we are doing. Every unit that we are discussing questions like this. Unit-wise paper class, grade 11, 24 O level on Thursday, 8 to 10. Okay, people who want to get a screenshot, get a screenshot. People who want to join the class, as I told before, drop a WhatsApp message to this number, 48 46 119. Okay. All right, now write down this Lamai drawings debit. This is debit. Yes, this is debit. This is credit. Drawings debit 4,800. Drawings debit 4,800. Yes, right. A lot of people know me for the subject of history. Okay. Started the commerce classes this year in the month of May. Therefore, most of the people know me for the subject of history. Yes, you are correct. All right. Yes, English medium history. Okay. I do English medium history, grade 10 and 11 both. Right. But you all are in those groups, right? Sometimes I share posters and everything. So, yes, I do both grade 10 and grade 10 and 11 history. Okay, English medium and then English medium commerce. People who want the timetable and everything, drop me a message. Okay, I'll send 2 posters, class detail posters into the group also. Okay. All right. 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 Now we'll do the other transaction. On 28th of January, 28th of January, receiving an investment interest of 5,500. Now, my investment interest means it's an income. You are investing your money, and for that investment, you are getting an income, a return, an interest. So, how you record this? Investment interest, it's an income. Cash debit, because you receive it using cash. Cash debit 5,500. Investment interest is an income, therefore credit 5,500. Cash debit 5,500. Investment interest credit 5,500. Therefore, we'll write down this Lamai. Cash debit 5,500. Date is 28th of January. Description investment interest. How much? 5,500. Write down this. Right. Received investment interest. That means you are receiving an investment interest. So cash debit 5,500. Investment interest is an income. Therefore, when you receive an income, it is credit. Therefore, cash debit interest credit. You are receiving investment income. Therefore, cash debit side 5,500. Okay, Ahmed. Then investment income credit side 5,500. Investment income on 28th of January, you are receiving by cash 5,500. Record this. Investment income credit, cash debit. Am I clear, Ahmed? Investment income credit, cash debit. Okay, good. Record investment income credit 5,500. Okay, done. We'll record the other transaction. On 30th of January, discount given to Savindu on settling balance of 30,000. Discount given means what, Lamai? Discount allowed. Similar word for discount given is discount allowed. Therefore, discount allowed. Discount allowed. To Savindu, on 30,000, we are giving him a discount of 5%. On 30,000, 5% means what is the amount, Lamai? Which means 1,500. We are giving him a discount of 1,500. So for this 30,000, if we give him a discount of 1,500, tell me how much we will get from him. That means using cash, by cash, how much we will receive from him. For this 30,000, if we give him a discount of 1,500, how much we will receive from him? We will receive only, very good, right? Excellent, 28,500. Therefore, under cash book, write down this on 30th of January from our Savindu, debtor Savindu. You can write down debtor, or you even can write down Savindu. Discount allowed is 1,500. You are receiving 28,500 from Savindu. Write down this. This is Lamai discount allowed. Debit side, right? This is discount received. When you pay, you are getting discount. Therefore, record Savindu 1,500. Cash side 28,500. Yes, right. Safiha, we are recording it at last. After adding all these things, we are recording it at last. Okay. Now go to the Savindu's account, right? 1,500, 28,500 we can record in the Savindu's account also, right? Our Savindu, where is Savindu? Where is Savindu? Savindu debtor. Savindu is here, right? On 30th of January, by cash, we are receiving 28,500 from our Savindu, and we are giving him a discount. We are giving him a discount. How much, Lamai? 1,500. Therefore, this is the Savindu's account. Write down this. Right. Now we have recorded all the transaction, but there is one important thing. Now look at here, discount allowed. Discount allowed is an expense. You know that discount allowed is an expense. Discount received is an income. Discount allowed, the total is 2,500. We have to record it under discount allowed account. Under discount allowed account, right? Under discount allowed account, you have to put down as debit debtors and you have to record this 2,500. Okay. Therefore, write down debtors 2,500. The date. Date you can put as 31st of January. Yes, the last date, final date. 30th of January, no? Not 31st, I think. 30th of January. 30th of January. Now look at the, therefore discount allowed debit. This is credit, okay? Now come into the credit side of the cash account. Credit side, discount received is an income. Yes, for both same date. For both the same date, okay? Discount received is an income. How much of discount we received? 500. Now we will record this 500 here. On 30th of January, creditors, because we received discount from creditors. How much? 500. Record this. Right. Now tell me, Lamai, did you all understand the way of recording debit, credit, debit, credit? Did you all understand that system? Did you all understand that system? Perfect. Yes, 100% clear. What about others? Crystal clear. Excellent. Very good. Perfectly clear. Fantastic. Now we will balance. Now we are going to balance the account. Understand this properly. But I'll show the purchase account, Hardik. Yes, Hardik, this is the purchase account. Chapter 9 already we discussed in the theory class 5th day, right? You are not there. Right. Now we will record the, we'll balance. We'll balance this. Right. Now you know that, Lamai, in a cash book, debit side is higher than the credit side. That means the receipts are higher than the payments. That is how it works. Now, debit side is the highest. Okay. Now you add all the debit side. You would something like this. You add all the debit side. Now add the debit side. 17,000 plus 50, 67,000. 67 plus 19, 86,000. Right? 86,000. 86,000 plus 5,500, 91,500, then 92,000, and then 102,000. Is it correct? Add this and tell me what is the total. 28,000 plus 500, 29, 34, right? 34, 53, 103. It is 100. Is it 120,000? Now add this debit side and tell me how much is that? 120. 4, 53, 103, 120. 120,000. Now the addition of the debit side is 120. You write down the same 120 for the credit side. 120. 120,000. Now from this 120,000, you have to deduct all this. And you have to write down balance carried down. BCD. Balance carried down. Now, from this 120,000, deduct all these and tell me what is the balance that you are getting. $22,700. Is it correct? Is it the balance? So Mariam gave the answer 22,700. Is that okay? What about others? Everyone quickly calculate this. From this 120,000, you have to deduct all this. You have to deduct all this. $22,000 from 120,000. If you deduct all this, so what is the addition of all these, Lamai? 4,800 plus 58,200, 63,000. 63,000 plus 25, 88,000. Okay, 88,000. Then 88,000 plus 9,500, 97,500. Okay. Therefore, is it 22,500? Yes, it is 22,500. Okay, 22,500. Because the addition of all these gives you 97,500. Therefore, from this 120,000, you have to deduct this 97,500. Therefore, you will be getting a balance of 22,500. Then you convert that balance to this side, which is balance carried down 22,500. Okay, now here that I don't have space. This is the balance on 30th of January. 30th of January. Now tell me, Lama, is this clear? Quickly raise your hands. Is this clear? Adding the debit side. From this, you are deducting that and getting the balance. That's it. Nothing difficult. Okay, right? All right. Now write down this. Yes, Fatima. Because debit side is the highest side, right? Therefore, balance brought forward. This is balance brought forward. Thanks for correcting. This is balance brought forward. Balance brought forward comes from the highest side. That means the debit side. Right. Now coming into this. Look at purchasers account. Debit side is the highest. Why? Because there is nothing in the credit side. There is nothing in the credit side. Balance brought forward. Yes, balance brought forward. The next month, first date also, that is correct. Okay, first month, next date also, that is okay. All right, it is on 1st of February. All right. Now coming back into this, look at the purchasers account. There is nothing in the credit side, Lamai. There is nothing in the credit side. Therefore, we can add the debit side, which is 58,200. You can put that to the credit side also, 58,200. Now tell me, in the credit side, there is nothing to be deducted. Therefore, we can write down the same 58,200 and then the balance brought forward is also 58,200. Now tell me, Lamai, did you all understand this? This is the way of balancing. Is that okay? Yes, date that you all can write down, last date and the first date. What about others? Okay, right? All right. Now that is when debit side is highest. Okay, that is when debit side is highest. Now we are going to do a question where the credit side is higher. Look at here, capital credit side is higher. Therefore, 200 plus 50, 250,000. Now take that 250 to the debit side also, 250. Now in the debit side, there is nothing to be deducted. Therefore, we write down the same 250. And what is the balance brought forward? Balance brought forward is also 250, which comes under credit side. Okay, no? Therefore, you add the highest amount side, which is the credit side is the highest according to capital account. Then you write down balance carried down to the debit side, balance brought forward to the same credit side. Okay. Now I'll show you this, how to do this one. Yes, Rifdi. If they ask you to balance, you must balance. Look at here. Savindu debtor 52,000. I'll write down the 52,000 here. Because I don't have space here, 52,000. I write down the same 52,000 here. Okay. The theory is that. Then what is the balance carried down? From this 52,000, you have to deduct all this. 19,000 plus 1,000, 20,000. 20,000 plus 28,500, 48,500. Am I clear? 48,500 plus 1,500, 50,000. Now tell me what is the balance carried down? If we deduct this 50,000 from 52,000, the balance carried down is 2,000. Am I clear? Then for the debit side also, you write down the balance brought forward under this 2,000. I don't have space over here. Okay, 2,000. That is how that you do all these questions. I'll do the creditor also. Look at here in the creditor, credit side is highest. Okay. So take the highest side and subtract with the smaller value. Yes, Safiha. Look at here. I did the same. I took the highest side, which is 52,000. I took the highest side to the other side, 52,000. From this, I subtracted all this. Okay. I subtracted all this. All this means this 50,000, 19,000, 28,500, 1,500. Then I got the balance carried down as 2,000. Am I clear, Safiya? Right. Then look at the creditor. Credit side is the highest. We know that. Therefore, we take the highest side, 24,000. We take that to the other side also, 24,000. In order to calculate BCD from this 24,000, we deduct the 9,500 plus 500, which is 10,000. From 24,000, if you deduct 10,000, you will be getting 14,000. You will be getting 14,000. This 14,000 is the balance brought forward also, which is 14,000. You can write down this name. Yeah. Now raise your hands. Is the balancing part also fine? Is this okay? Excellent. Hari. Now write down this balancing area. Very much clear. Crystal clear. Excellent. Right. Therefore, now we'll go into the petty cash question. Perfect. All right. Now we'll move into the petty cash question. This is how that you balance. Fine. Monthly petty cash imprest of Salia traders. Now we'll do the petty cash imprest question. Give me 1 minute, Lamai. Hello, Gunana. Now class leak only for 10 minutes hold panava. Alright, sorry, Alamai. Number 2, monthly petty cash imprest of Salia traders received for November is 1,000. Am I clear? Same is also applied for discount allowed. Yes, Safiha, same is applied for discount allowed and discount received also. Okay. Hi. Monthly petty cash imprest of Salia traders received for November is 1,000. Am I clear? Okay, welcome. What is this 1,000, Lamai? This 1,000 is the imprest which your father decided. I told you that example. Father and son, no daughter, that example. According to that example, right? The monthly petty cash imprest, which your father decided, is 1,000. Monthly petty cash imprest of Salia traders received for November is 1,000 rupees. Okay. Now these are the petty cash payments. Now if you look at these petty cash payments, postal charges, traveling charges, refreshment charges, three-wheel charges, look at the amounts lamai 150, 80, 200. Can we record this in the main cash book? No, right? It's a meaningless thing to do. You can't record this in the main cash book. These are smaller value transactions. You have to record it in your petty cash book. Now, shall we look into the petty cash book? Receipts. What do you mean by receipt? How much that your father gives you. How much your father gave you at the beginning? 1,000 rupees. Therefore, write down 1,000. When your father gave you 1,000? On 1st of November. On 1st of November. Therefore, this is my cash receipt. Cash receipt. Okay, you record this. Write down this. Right. LF mean ledger folio page number. VN mean voucher number. That means petty cash book is a prime entry book. No, the source document is the petty cash voucher. Okay. No, Arham, you have to write down Arham cash receipt. Okay, because you are receiving it. The first one is this 1,000 is the amount that you receive from your father. Therefore, you write down 1,000 receipt. Date is on 1st of November. Cash receipt. On 1st of November, cash receipt. Right. On 2nd of November, write down the date. On 2nd of November, postal. Postal. Voucher number is 1. How much that you pay? 150. Under postal also, under analysis column, you write down this 150. First, you write down this in the payment column. Then there is something called analysis column. Under analysis, you have to analyze it under postal. Okay, right. Therefore, on 2nd of November, postal 150 to the analysis postal. Therefore, 2nd of November done. 10th of November. 10th of November. Voucher number 2. On 10th of November, voucher number 2. Traveling. Travel. How much? 80 rupees. You analyze it under travel. Right? You analyze it under travel. On 15th of November, refreshment. Refreshment. Voucher number 3, 200 rupees. Analyze it under refreshment. Analyze it under refreshment. On 29th of November, on 29th of November, three-wheel. Three-wheel is also a postal, right? Sorry, a traveling expense. Therefore, voucher number 4, 200. Three-wheel is also traveling 200. Did you all understand? 200. Then what you do? You recorded all the expenses. You add this. You add this. 150, 280, 200. Now, if you add all these things, what is the payment that you are getting here? What is the payment that you are getting here, Lamai? What is the payment that you are getting here? How much did you spend? 630. Very good. 630. Spent 630. Okay, 630. Okay. Right. Now this 1,000 rupees there, no? No. Record up to this. 1,000 rupee impressed. Record up to this. Right. Now you have to compare the. Now out of the receipt and the payment side, which side is higher? Receipt side or payment side? Receipt side is the highest. Receipt side is the highest. Therefore, you write down this 1,000. Transfer this 1,000 to the other side. Now, Lamai, 630 which you spent, 1,000 is the impressed. Now tell me the balance. Now tell me the balance. What is the balance, Lamai? What is the balance? What is the balance carried down? What is the balance carried down? What is the balance carried down? Now, what is the balance carried down? Arham correct, Rifdi, then Afra, Saturtika, excellent, Yuafaran, then Shumair. 1,630 you spent. Safiha, very good. Sajinia, excellent. Rashida, very good. 370, okay, Rayan, very good. 370 is your balance carried down. 370 here. Now you have to write down 370. Okay. 370 is your balance carried down. It is the balance brought forward also. Therefore, under this you write down balance brought forward. How much is that, Lama? You have to write down this side 370. Balance carried down, that side, balance brought forward, receipt side. Right? Ledger means like this. Right? Ledger means, now you have 1,000 rupees. Ledger means the story is like this. Now father gave you this 1,000 rupees for your personal expenses, right? For your, we'll say postal, traveling, refreshment, reveal. But now one of your father's creditor, තාත්තා කාගෙන් හරි ණයක් කරන්න. Okay, father has to pay, we'll say 150 rupees for a 3-wheel driver. Okay, now 3-wheel driver comes to you and ask, තාත්තගේ රුපියල් 150, father's 150, pay it to me. Then you say for the 3-wheel driver, father is not at home, but he refuses. He asks you, no, I need my 150. Now that is not your expense, Nalamai. That is the main person's expense, father's expense. That is father's expense. But there is nothing to do. Now you have that petty cash, right? Using that petty cash, you pay the father's expense. What do you mean by ledger? Any other expense, like paying for creditor. Am I clear? The payment which should be made by the main cashier, payment which should be made by the father. If you make the payment, then you record it under ledger. Tell me, Lamai, did you all understand this example? That is what you record in the ledger. The payment to be made by father. If you were to be make the payment, if you were to be made the payment, then you have to pay that. There is no one to help you. You give the money using your petty cash. Using the money that your father gave. Menna tiyaganna. Did you all understand? But there is no question under ledger. Okay, Ahmad? If they ask you pay for a creditor, then you record under ledger. Why? Because creditor to be paid from the main cashier. But if you are the one who pays that, you have to record it under ledger. Simple. Okay, same like this only. Right. You record it under balance brought forward 370. 370. Miscellaneous. Miscellaneous, Abdul, miscellaneous, sometimes they can give over here under analysis column, miscellaneous. Ledger means that special situation. Okay, ledger means that special situation, which means like the payment to be made by the main cashier. If that is made by the petty cashier, then you record it under ledger. Okay. In the question, they will give it to you. They ask you to record it under ledger. The payment to be made by the for the creditor by the main cashier, paid by the petty cashier. Ledger is like a special situation. Miscellaneous means there are some other expenses other than this traveling, refreshment, and travel. Okay, welcome. Ledger mostly comes for the creditor only. You go and record it under creditor's ledger account. Okay. In O level, they don't ask you very complex question, but in A levels, they ask very complex question if you are doing A level commerce, but O level, they don't ask you that much complex question. Based on what is there in the past papers and everything, you have to prepare. Hurry. Right. Therefore, this is how you record in the petty cash book. So, carriage invert. Carriage invert. Hurry. Very good question. Rashida, carriage invert. That expense to be made by the main cashier, right? Petty cashier is not responsible for carriage inverts. But if main cashier did not make the payment, if you are the one who made the payment as a petty cashier, yes, you can record it under ledger. Yes, that is what I told you. The payment to be made by father, if you make that payment, then you have to record it under ledger. You can show it to your father. You did not pay for 3-wheel guy. Now I paid this. Did you understand, Rashida? So when we are debtor to the father, when father asks the money, now Ikram is asking a different question. So then we are debtor to father, no, tattata nayai, right? Tattaku kadan. Then what to do? That is a special situation. Sometimes father will close your petty cash account. Father will tell you, no need of petty cash account. Hereafter, I will manage all my expenses. No, miscellaneous is not same as ledger. In some questions, Rashida, for example, think like this, postal travel refreshment is there. And it says that you have made the payment for creditor. But ledger is not there. Miscellaneous is there. Okay, no problem. You record it under miscellaneous. Meaning is not the same. But if miscellaneous is not there, record in the ledger. If ledger is not there, record in the miscellaneous. Am I clear, Rashida? Meaning is two different. Miscellaneous mean other, advance, some other expenses. Meaning is not same, but in this question, if they give something to record under miscellaneous, if that does not belong to postal travel refreshment, if any expense does not belong to postal travel refreshment, if that is a different type of expense, that can be miscellaneous. Okay, that can be miscellaneous. For example, you are paying for some small repair, for a minor repair. Where you record, can you record it under postal? No. Can you record it under travel? No. Can you record it under refresh? No. Ledger is there, then you record in the ledger, no problem. Okay. If the miscellaneous is there, no problem. You record it under miscellaneous. Did you understand, Rashida? Under analysis column, if that is clearly there, you record it. If not, you record it under miscellaneous or ledger. Am I clear? Miscellaneous should be write in the description also. In the description, you can write down if it is like repair. For example, for repair, for a small repair, you spend 20 rupees. Write down on the description repair. Okay. But under analysis column, analyze it under ledger, or if miscellaneous is there, analyze it under miscellaneous. Don't go and write this repair 20 into postal or travel or refreshment, because this repair 20 does not belong to postal, travel or refreshment. Okay. Very good. Right. Now, Lamai, this is how you record in the petty cash book. And then this is how you record it in the cash book. And we did 5 important MCQs. If you want to revise this lesson once again, you can watch the recording. Okay. I will be uploading this onto YouTube and I'll send you the link, which is I'll be sending it to the channel. You all can watch it. Okay, and people who want to join any of the classes, that you all can drop me a WhatsApp message and I'll send the class details into the group. Did you all understand? Yes, I'll send it in the channel. Then, Lamai, with this, we'll wind up the today's seminar. Before winding up, give me a feedback. Did you all get anything out of this? And did you all understand the today's question? Give me a small feedback before winding up the today's session. Crystal clear, sir. Class is super. It was a chain to support my exam. Thank you. Most welcome. Understood very well. Hitler, Barakallah. What about others, Lamai? Thanks a lot. It was great revision for me. It was perfect. Barakallah. Crystal clear. Hitler, superb, sir. Understood very well. As always, Barakallah. Awful. Thank you, sir. The session was extraordinary. Yes, sir. Understood. What about others? Crystal clear, sir. Hitler of History and BS. It was awesome, sir. Thank you so much. Understood everything perfectly. Most welcome. Thank you for all your effort. Made the 2 hours worth it. Okay, bye. Then understood very well. Yes, sir. It was very much productive. Then yes, sir, it was useful. Barakallah. Barakallah. Crystal clear. It was good. Barakallah. Yes, sir, it was very useful. Thank you for your effort. Thank you. Understood, sir. Thank you for your determination, sir. Thank you. Fantastic, sir. Thank you, sir. It was useful for us. Perfect. And do your exams well, everyone? I think these days that you all are having exams, no? Understood, sir. Thank you, sir. Most welcome. Any other feedback? Any other question? Understood, sir. Crystal clear. Crystal clear. Okay, stay safe. Right. Then Lamai, with this, we are going to wind up the today's session. And thanks for joining. People who are watching this on YouTube, drop your honest comment on how was the session. Then thanks for joining and goodbye.